Hello and welcome back to the Cherrywood Conspiracy Files. Before we begin today's story, I want to thank you for all the support, theories, and stories you've sent in since this series began. From UFO crashes and lost liners to the green children of medieval Suffolk, it's been a wild ride so far. I'm just some random guy, and if you've listened before, you'll know we deal in strange stories. But today's episode? It's not a story passed down in folklore. It's not a theory plucked from dusty archives. It's not a second-hand tale. This happened to someone we know. Simon Burridge, filmmaker, podcaster, and co-creator of the Cherrywood podcast, experienced something in the summer of 1990 that has haunted him ever since. He's only spoken about it vaguely, twice in the 34 years that followed, until now. This is Simon's own account. All names have been changed for privacy, except Simon's, because this isn't fiction. This isn't scripted horror. This is what really happened in a terrace house in Gravesend. This is the chilling true story of The Clown. Chapter 1. The House by the Graveyard. Gravesend, Kent, June 1990. The house sat quietly on Cecil Road, a small terraced home like dozens of others, but this one backed directly onto a graveyard. Inside lived a young couple in their early 20s and their two children, ages 6 and 4. Also staying there were the young wife's teenage brother, some of his friends, including 15-year-old Simon Burridge, and several other family members with young children of their own. Due to separations and life changes, it was a full house. Laughter, noise, kids running up and down the stairs, people in and out. Simon had been a friend of the family since birth. He often stayed over. It was a second home to him. But what happened that summer made it a place he would never forget. Chapter 2. The Window Incident. It started with an innocent conversation. The youngest child told her parents about a strange man who came into her bedroom at night. She said he smashed the bedroom window, climbed inside, then somehow fixed the window again, and then, disturbingly, he pushed her face into the mattress. She wasn't hurt, and the window, intact. Everyone assumed it was just a dream, a child's imagination. But looking back, it may have been the first real warning.
Today's sponsors are De Medici Associates, Chartered Structural and Civil Engineers.
Based in the UK with a worldwide reach.
Visit their website on demediciassociates.com.
Right at Home Medway, providers of safe and trusted quality care for adults in the comfort of their own home. Whether you need companionship, medication assistance, personal care, living care or more, we've got you covered. Visit rightathome.co.uk/medway or call them on 01634 979 000. Are you looking for a cleaning or facilities management? Clearwater Kent is your trusted local expert. From roofs and driveway cleaning to fully facilitated management, they're a fully licensed, award-winning business that you can count on. Visit clearwaterkent.co.uk or call 01634 681 885.
Chapter 3. Something in the Room. Soon after, the behavior of the children began to change. At bedtime, 4 of the 5 children would sit upright in their sleep, eyes closed, faces blank, and begin to speak. Not moaning or muttering, full sentences, as if talking to someone. And not just one voice, sometimes 2, sometimes all 4 children at once. Calm, deliberate. Occasionally, they sang, together. When asked what they were doing, they replied, "We're playing with the monkey. We're playing with the clown." Downstairs, the adults could hear them, conversations happening in the darkness above. But during the day, the children were fine, normal, laughing, playing in the garden, watching TV. It only happened at night. Chapter 4. The Tape Recorder. Eventually, the family decided to try recording the children while they slept. Only 1 or 2 tapes were made, but what they captured was unforgettable. Simon, then 15, heard the tapes himself, as did several others. The recordings included the sound of a grandfather clock ticking, even though there wasn't one in the house, glass smashing, a gravelly, sinister voice saying, "Help me, Jim, Beelzebub." No one in the family knew what that name meant. There was no internet at the time, so they did some digging. What they found was chilling. Beelzebub in demonology is known to take many forms. Among the most prominent, a monkey and a clown. Chapter 5. Calling It Out. One evening, several of the adults, including Simon, went into the children's bedroom with the tape recorder and began calling out to whatever might be there. They asked who it was, what it wanted. No response. But then, suddenly, thud. Heavy footsteps, running down the stairs. Then, the sound of bottles clattering outside. They rushed to the front door. Every milk bottle left outside had been knocked over, but no one was there. Chapter 6. The Car Ride. Weeks later, Simon was being dropped home one night in an old Talbot Sunbeam by two of the adults. Also in the car were two of the young children, the ones who had been speaking in their sleep. As Simon got out of the car, he turned to the others through the window and joked, "Good luck." He said it with a smile, thinking of all the strange events that had unfolded at the house. But what he didn't know was that just before he spoke, the two women in the front had heard a voice, a deep, unfamiliar, menacing voice from the back of the car. "I'm back." Then the car began to act on its own. Chapter 7. Whatever it was. The car surged forward unexpectedly. The steering became stiff, as though something else was controlling it. The engine roared. The two women inside felt a presence not inside the car, but on it, as if something was climbing onto the rear, trying to force its way in. The car veered off and crashed into the side of the road. When they checked it later, the exhaust pipe was bent downward, as if someone had stood on it. Chapter 8. Next time. In the back seat, the two young children, the same ones who had been speaking in their sleep, sat completely still, unaffected, calm. And then they spoke. Not to the women, not to each other, but out loud. Together. "We will get you next time." Chapter 9. The Vicar. Terrified, the family sought help from the local church, Chalk Church. They spoke with the vicar, Reverend Jim Fry. That name, Jim, instantly rang a bell. It was the same name that had been whispered on the tape. "Help me, Jim." The vicar agreed to help. He blessed the car every day for a week. Then he visited the house and performed a full exorcism. Whatever was there, he tried to drive it out. As the family left the church that first day, he turned to one of the boys, a friend of Simon's, whom he had never met. "Bye, Tim," he said. Tim froze. No one had introduced him. How did the vicar know his name? Chapter 10. The Aftermath. After the blessing, it stopped. No more voices, no more sleep talking, no more clown. Simon continued to visit the house occasionally, but the phenomenon never returned. And oddly, Simon himself had never experienced anything directly. He never saw shadows, never heard voices personally. It was as if somehow it avoided him entirely. Simon lost touch with most of the people involved. The last time he saw Tim properly was during the events themselves. Years later, Simon messaged Tim on Instagram to ask if he remembered it. His reply was, "Yes, I still think about it. It affected me." So what was it? A shared dream? A mass hallucination? A spirit? A demon? Or something that defies all classification? It knew their names. It spoke through children. It played with clowns and monkeys and milk bottles and tape recorders. And then it left. You've just heard episode 4 of the Cherrywood Conspiracy Files, The Clown, a true account told by Simon Burridge. All other names have been changed to protect those involved. If you've got your own theory or a story to share, visit us at cherrywoodpro.com or message us on Instagram, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if this is your first episode, don't miss our earlier files. Episode 1, Roswell, Episode 2, The Titanic Switch, and Episode 3, The Green Children of Woolpit. I'm Aranda My Guy, and remember, if the kids start playing with a clown you can't see, it's time to leave the room. Stay curious, stay brave, and don't trust the official story.
Club Awesome, for autistic children and their families, a place where everyone belongs and fun knows no age limit.
Today's sponsors are...
Need stunning video or photography for your big day or even your business? Cherrywood Production delivers award-winning results with a personal touch. From weddings to promotional content, we turn your vision into reality. Visit cherrywoodpro.com today. Your memories, our passion. Put your business in front of 30,000 new customers with the Hindsight Directory. This A5 full-colour magazine is delivered by Royal Mail to Maidstone, Gravesend, Medway and Bromley, with more areas to come. Visit hindsightdirectory.co.uk.
New Digital, helping businesses build their online presence with web design, SEO, Google Ads and social media. Get 10% off when you quote Cherrywood today. Visit their website at nudigitalera.co.uk.
This podcast has been brought to you by Snugdubs Campervan Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk.